Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, wherever you are. Today, I will discuss my master's thesis from Chiang Shek College entitled The Level of Compliance of Health and Safety Management Among the Selected Small-Scale Construction Firms in First-Class Cities in Metro Manila, Basis for Full Implementation. But first, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Michelle Joyce Burrito Sustento, a Doctor of Business Administration student at Eulogio Amang Rodriguez Institute of Science and Technology, Manila. I chose to study because the topic is very relevant today, especially here in the Philippines, since President Rodrigo R. Duterte has signed into law the Republic Act 11058 or Health and Safety 3 years ago, year 2018. The law commands strict compliance of employers to workplace safety standards regardless of the size and nature of the business. Introduction. The objective of the study is to improve suitable health and safety management schemes to the owners of the selected companies. Undergoing an effective health and safety management is one of the valuable assets of a business because organizing such management produces productive employees who are certainly valuable to the company. Health and safety management is most applicable to construction companies since the employees of these companies are more susceptible to health and safety damages. Background of the study. Small-scale construction firms have both on-site and off-site locations. It is the full responsibility of the construction company to provide proper health and safety on the employees of both on-site and off-site locations. The study aimed to contribute help in the enhancement of health and safety management programs of the selected companies. Having an effective health and safety management programs may develop the capability of the small-scale construction firms to unceasingly classify hazards and control risks in their place of work. Methods. Five companies that are included on this study are L Flush Construction Services, MSUS 102 Electrical Engineering Services, Naptel Systems Integrator Incorporated, S Company, and TechPay Construction Incorporated. For the respondents, L Flush has 11, MSUS 102 has 21, Naptel has 34, S Company has 8, and TechPay has 101, for a total of 175 respondents. Majority of the respondents are aged 18 to 29, while the majority of the gender uh, is male, and the majority are project-based. The research design I used is descriptive and correlation. So for the profile of the respondents according to the position in the company, my conclusion is that majority belongs to the rank and file position because small scale industry normally have the owner and a few employees only. Profile of the respondents according to length of service in the company. My conclusion is that majority have a habit of resigning on their fifth year as they choose to have their own small scale businesses that will make them their own boss, especially since some of the respondents are licensed professionals. Assessment of the health and safety management system according to policy. I conclude that the upper management are not doing their best to promote the company's health and safety policy. So I recommend that they should have a comprehensive and printed health and safety policy that is available anytime to its workers. So the benefit, it enhances the business and its proficiency gives unceasing advancements throughout the operation. Another recommendation is that to display the health and safety law poster or provide employees with individual copies of the company's health and safety policy. This is to ensure proper dissemination of information on health and safety measures in the workplace to avoid accidents that can deteriorate the operation of the business. Assessment of the health and safety management system according to organizing controls within organization. I conclude that they are satisfied with the control of the management, but they wish that their company will have its own health and safety advisor. So my recommendation is a well-defined health and safety organization must be created. The common understanding of the company's standards and principles is an indispensable factor of a positive health and safety culture. And another recommendation is that the company should keep employees updated of any changes to health and safety legislation because it encourages the work field to have an active, healthy, and safe life. Assessment of the health and safety management system according to organizing cooperation of individuals. I conclude that majority are satisfied with the cooperation of their co-workers, but they hope that their company will have an active and healthy Health and Safety Committee on which they are represented. So I recommend to appoint health and safety officers and encourage them to enroll in Bosch and or KOSH certifications of DOLE. The benefit, this allows business to meet the OSH expectations of their customers. Assessment of the health and safety management system, or according to organizing communication of information, I conclude that the communication of health and safety in the companies do not implement regular and proper dissemination of information on health and safety. So I recommend to establish a health and safety committee at the company level and implement health and safety at all stages of the project. This builds a healthier workforce and increases the workers' competency levels. Assessment of the health and safety management system according to organizing employee competence. I conclude that the staff are not satisfactorily qualified to provide health and safety management as the companies do not strictly assess the knowledge and skills of the personnel to carry out errands carefully. So I recommend to provide proper health and safety management training programs to all workers and identify training needs for all staff. The benefit on the business is that health and safety awareness must be part of the company's culture. It demonstrates that the business is socially responsible. Assessment of the health and safety management system according to planning and implementation. I conclude that the firms have a need for healthier preparations for well-disposed, measurable health and safety management objectives. So I recommend to design a clear health and safety plan that contains the setting and implementation of performance standards and procedures. It attracts and retains efficient employees and it increases their productivity. Provide a financial support for all residual risk items. The cost of injury prevention is far less than the cost of an injury. And I provide first aid equipment, facilities, and personnel appropriate for the circumstances in the workplace. This keeps everybody safe and healthy. That will surely increase the efficiency and productivity of the entire business, which will lead to a successful and good business. Assessment of the health and safety management system according to measuring performance. I conclude that the companies do not observe the movement of the execution of their health and safety management. So I recommend that it must be prioritized, including both active and reactive monitoring. This enhances and protects brand value and its image. I also recommend to include the health and safety performance of the company in annual reports is considered best practices. It is an asset of a community, operates more efficiently, and enjoys a healthy bottom line. And I recommend to identify and manage health and safety risk and hazards present within activities of the business. This shows that the business and the workers thrive in a safe and healthy, respectful, and caring environment. Assessment of the health and safety management system according to auditing and reviewing. I conclude that the selected companies lack on using the information from performance monitoring and audits to review the operation of their health and safety management as they do not have regular audits in place. So I recommend the results of the audits should be thoroughly assessed to determine if the health and safety management system has achieved the right results and share it with the employees. This enhances the workers' commitment to their company. All accidents that take place in the construction site or elsewhere, even those perceived as minor, must be properly documented. It can help the business reduce their workers' medical expenses and insurance costs. Significance of difference in the respondents' assessments of their company's health and safety management system when they are grouped according to profile variables. So for position in the company, organizing, planning, and implementation, measuring performance, and overall safety and health management practices are significant. For length of service in the company, all the factors are significant. Significance of relationship between health and safety policy and management practices in the selected small-scale construction firms. So for organizing, measuring, and behavior, they are both significant. Well, for the significance of relationship among the health and safety management practices, only auditing and reviewing and organizing are not significant. Assessment of the importance of health and safety management. I conclude the health And safety management is extremely important to the majority of the respondents because they know it protects their well being and their desire to work in a safe and protected atmosphere. So I recommend to expand the distribution of questionnaire to more construction companies, organize and analyze the interview questions by expanding on the number of elements that may be studied, and explore the dissemination of knowledge and advance awareness of health and safety from other types of business to construction industry and how this may be achieved. How this paper can help the companies now and in the future. Health and safety management contributes to all business sectors no matter what kind and how big. This paper will make their workplace very secure and safe for the employees to work. Keeping everybody in the company safe and healthy will surely increase the efficiency and productivity of the entire business, which will lead to a successful and good business. And that ends my presentation. Thank you and God bless. Just remember what Marcus Tullius Cicerus said: anyone can make mistakes, but only an idiot persists in his error.